Q8321. What is the principle of operation of the continuous loop fire detector system sensor? A. Fused material which melts at high temperatures. B. Core resistance material which prevents current flow at normal temperatures. C. A bimetallic thermos switch doses when heated to a high temperature. The correct answer is B. The principle of operation of a continuous loop fire detector system sensor involves a core resistance material that prevents current flow at normal temperatures. The continuous loop fire detector system consists of a loop of heat-sensitive wire or tubing that is installed in the area where fire detection is required. The heat-sensitive wire or tubing is made of a core resistance material that has a high resistance to electrical current flow at normal temperatures. However, when exposed to heat from a fire or excessive temperatures, the resistance of the material decreases, allowing current to flow through the loop. This change in resistance is detected by the fire detection system, which triggers an alarm or activates other fire suppression measures. Q8322. The most satisfactory extinguishing agent for a tailpipe or intake fire is A. Carbon dioxide. B. Dry chemical. C. Methyl bromide. The correct answer is A. When it comes to extinguishing a tailpipe or intake fire, carbon dioxide, CO2, is considered the most satisfactory extinguishing agent. Carbon dioxide is commonly used for fire suppression in areas where there is a risk of flammable or combustible materials. Carbon dioxide is effective for extinguishing fires because it acts as a smothering agent. When released into a fire area, carbon dioxide displaces oxygen, thereby reducing the concentration of oxygen required for combustion. This effectively starves the fire of oxygen, leading to its suppression. In the case of a tailpipe or intake fire, carbon dioxide is suitable because it can be introduced into the affected area, filling the space and displacing the oxygen that supports combustion. This helps to extinguish the fire by removing the necessary elements for it to continue burning. It's important to note that the selection of the most appropriate extinguishing agent may depend on the specific circumstances, nature of the fire, and safety considerations. Consulting with fire safety professionals or following relevant regulations and guidelines is crucial for determining the best extinguishing agent for a particular situation. Q8323. The explosive cartridge in the discharge valve of a fire extinguisher container is A. A life-dated unit. B. Not a life-dated unit. C. Mechanically fired. The correct answer is A. The explosive cartridge in the discharge valve of a fire extinguisher container is considered a life-dated unit. A life-dated unit refers to a component that has a specified lifespan or expiration date. This is typically determined by the manufacturer based on factors such as the expected performance and reliability of the component over time. In the case of the explosive cartridge in the discharge valve, it is designed to provide the necessary force to activate the discharge of the fire extinguishing agent when the extinguisher is operated. Over time, the effectiveness and reliability of the explosive cartridge may diminish due to various factors such as aging, exposure to environmental conditions, or chemical degradation. To ensure the proper functioning of the fire extinguisher, it is important to periodically inspect and replace the life-dated components, including the explosive cartridge. This helps to maintain the readiness and effectiveness of the fire extinguisher in case of an emergency. Q8324. Why does one type of Fenwal fire detection system use spot detectors wired in parallel between two separate circuit cells? A. To provide an installation that is equal to two separate systems, a primary system and a secondary or backup system. B. So that a double fault may exist in the system without sounding a false alarm. C. So that a single fault may exist in the system without sounding a false alarm. The correct answer is C. Because this configuration requires both circuits to be grounded or completed to trigger an alarm. Therefore, if a single fault, like a broken wire or a single short to ground, occurs, the system remains operational without activating a false fire warning in the cockpit. 8325. Which of the following fire detection systems measures temperature rise compared to a reference temperature? A. Thermocouple. B. Thermal switch. C. Lindbergh continuous element. The correct answer is A. A thermocouple is a device that measures temperature by utilizing the voltage generated from the temperature difference between two dissimilar metals. It can be used to detect temperature changes, including temperature rise compared to a reference temperature, which can indicate the presence of a fire.